Didn't get here till like 10 after. Hello, good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's amazing how this rain messes up all the way to that huge commute I have.
7.5 blocks.
Yeah, mile and a half, if that.
I didn't hit any puddles all the way in.
Did you? I hit everything backed up. It's amazing how we can't control water. I ran into Will Long on Friday last week, and he was talking about how the rivers are just really bad, and they're so worried about it. Like Dry Creek is so full, like ridiculously full.
Yeah, it was ridiculously full last week.
That's what I mean. Now, this rain.
Now this one's going to add a bunch.
And that's what they talk about is we're so saturated. That's too big of a word to it. Too much water.
A
lot of water in the ground. This new amount of water just has nowhere to go.
Well, it does. It's just going to go downstream.
No, what I mean
it's going to expand.
It's puddling everywhere.
Go into houses.
Yeah. I guess this morning Sacramento had to get the heck out of your house.
Yeah,
Consumnes River or something like that. These big words are killing me today.
The Consumnes. Well, they had, was it 2 levee breaks or 3?
I don't know.
On the Consumnes.
I don't know.
Then there's somebody I was just reading this morning that's I can't remember where the hell it is, but there's a hill that these houses back up to, and they're afraid that the hill is going to no longer be a hill. It's just going to come down.
They already had them falling down in Southern California.
Yeah,
big time on trucks and everything else. Before I get into the news, I don't know if you know, but there's a guy in Las Vegas who does food reviews, and he's been doing it for a while, and he does it on TikTok, and he's got millions of followers, and he helps save these restaurants. He goes in and checks out their food, and he's like, is it marketing? Is it the food or whatever? And he rates the food. And one of the restaurants had been open for 4 months, and one of the employees reached out and said, hey, we're about ready to close because we don't have business and blah blah blah. So he went in there, checked it, changed the guy's business overnight.
Wow.
So what I think we should start doing is going and finding little restaurants in town and helping them out with what we do. Is that something you want to do?
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea.
Not that I'm trying to get a million followers.
No, as long as they're super healthy restaurants, because I'm trying to lose weight right now.
It doesn't mean you have to eat the whole thing. You just take a bite and check the stuff out. I mean, because last week you have Chin's International opening up.
Right. You called me Saturday.
You sure it wasn't Friday?
It might have been Friday afternoon.
It's Friday afternoon.
I still work. You had one of the greatest things ever.
Well, I'm not a real big burrito taco person because I didn't like how I've had them, and I went to his place on Friday because they had a soft.
Jason says, "Howdy, fellas." Hey. Howdy, Jason.
Yeah. So they had a soft open last week. They had different things each day, and they had burrito tacos and chow mein. And let me tell you, it's the best chow mein and best burrito tacos I've ever had in my life.
Explain the burrito taco.
Burrito, B-I-R-R-A. Oh, I can't spell the rest.
Right. When you called me the other day,
I didn't say burrito.
Like you said burrito taco. And
burrito.
I thought, what the hell is that?
Anyway, so I check out Chin's International. It's not fully open yet. Check out the Facebook page for Patrick Chin. He used to be the guy at the
Market Modesto.
Yeah, and now he's doing his own thing.
In the old Conchetta spot.
Correct. And so I would say check it out. Check to see when they have the next opening because their food is just amazing. And they had pizza on Saturday and then smash burgers on Sunday. And you had to check their hours, but
on Facebook?
On Facebook. And the problem is on Friday, they're like, okay, it's a soft open. They did it over lunch. It's downtown.
They were probably
They were slammed. Yes. Yeah. We got there a little before noon, thank goodness, because after that, people were in line for a while. And they're like, understand, we're brand new. We're just trying this out. So I'm just thinking we should go around and help out with these local restaurants that we don't know about. And,
a couple new breakfast spots are going to be opening up downtown as well. So we should check those out too. Modesto has always needed a really good breakfast spot, in my opinion. And as far as I'm concerned, I think everybody's entitled to my opinion.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So now we did local stuff. Let's get on to, all right. So
tell me what happened.
Well, bond market was up before we started a lot. And then now it is up just about 17 basis points. So that's when I keep telling you guys that don't worry about what's going on. It's quickly goes up and down.
Right.
But one of the things that's helping us this morning, this is the international manufacturing service thing for manufacturing, and it was showing the numbers were in contraction. What it means is the December index joined its manufacturing brethren, and it was below 50%, which is not good, right? It went from 56 to 49. But the biggest thing and let me edit real quick. Sorry, I missed a little bit. Right, there we go. Save. there. So if you don't include COVID, this is the first time it's been below 50 since 2009. Yeah, that's
What's
huge.
driving that? What are they saying?
Slow down in manufacturing.
Period.
Yeah.
Because nobody buy?
We are finally on that where people are slowly running out of money.
Right.
They don't have all this extra government stimulus to spend on things, and that's what we're running into. It's finally hitting us to where this recession we've been talking about is finally coming up. We talked about on Friday that there was no temporary workers on that report,
right?
And that shows the first time. That's like a leading indicator for a recession, that when you don't hire temporary, you get rid of temporary to keep your on staff on, right? And then so if you relook at the jobs report on Friday, it really was it was slower than what people thought. All right. And that was a big thing. So I just want to reiterate with what they showed, job creations, but really, where'd it go?
Are they job creations?
I don't know if they really are.
Yeah.
Because it's weaker than first appeared. Sorry, it's real quick in the morning. What do you want?
It works.
All right. The hours worked is what was huge, because no longer 40 hours a week. We're dropped down to 34.3. That means people can't really, they don't need you for all that time. So they're looking ways to save money. So if you really look at it, we actually had $150,000 job loss.
Yeah.
Right. That's
150,000 job loss.
Right. If you really look at the numbers, that's why the market changed on Friday afternoon and is better today. When I mean market, I mean rates for us. Right. When I talk bond markets up, or, for us, that means rates is better.
Right.
Okay.
Rates is
better. All right. So this week we have 2 days that are really important. It's not Tuesday small business optimism, because they're going to say it's not as good as we thought it was.
I'm sure Powell will say something stupid on Wednesday.
Right, exactly. But the big thing is on Thursday is the CPI number, which is inflation, right? That's the one that the Fed really looks at. So that's really important. And then you have initial jobless claims and then 30-year bond auction. The issue is on Friday, there really isn't any news. So Thursday is the big day this week. So I have a feeling that things going to come in lower on inflation is going to be coming down some more. And so the market will rally, where December was kind of, it's up a little bit more. Right. The question is, who are setting these expectations, right? Who sets these numbers to whether we meet it or not? That's my question.
And where do they grab those numbers?
Right. And so if we had Barry Habib around here, he could reach out and tell us how would they come up with it. But sometimes I think they come up with these numbers lower so that we hit it, because they want it to seem good.
Yeah.
But that's just my thought. Boom, boom.
Well, that sounds
all right.
So stupid.
So rate-wise, rates are better. Rates are going to continue to get better. I've had more people reach out. Stop bringing up about rates are not as good as they used to be. Right? Don't bring that up. Just don't even bring it up. Just people know. They all know. They don't. They know that they know they're not as good as they used to be, but they still need a place to live, and that's what they want. So, and we get in our own way by saying stuff like that. Don't. You already got enough trouble getting people to commit to do stuff. Stop bringing up stuff like that.
Yeah. And still, while all this stuff is going on, we're kind of in the sweet spot of a market as far as buyers and sellers are concerned. It's no longer a seller-only market, and it's never been a buyer-only market. It's kind of a buyer-seller market, which is really where you always want to be, in my opinion. That's where buyers get a little bit better deal, meaning they may get some concessions, they may get some stuff done. Seller still sells for a very nice price. They're happy to get going. They've got a ton of equity, and they're able to be that buyer and get some concessions when they're going to the next place. So right now, I think we're in that sweet spot of a market. Neither buyer, neither seller, just a nice even market.
I think March is going to change, and then again in 3 months after March, June is going to change. I think we're going to. I had to count those today.
I think it's going to go back to a seller's market. Truthfully,
I think, and they're going to say, "You want no." I got 2 other buyers behind you. I'm not going to give you any money for closing costs.
Yeah.
And that's why I tell everybody, take advantage right now. Right. Yes. And I said, don't bring us up, but it's not the greatest rates, but you will be refinancing multiple times. So stop. And I've had clients who are like, my agent told me that they'll help get them to buy down the rate for me. So it's a better rate. Okay. Yes, we can do that. Mm-hmm. But let's see if it makes sense to you to do that in the first place.
Yeah. You might be better off spending the money elsewhere on something else.
Right.
And just refi when rates come down to that better rate anyway.
Right. And I had somebody I qualified, they wanted to put 20% down,
Mhm.
right, on this. And I said, okay, it was only 300,000. And I said, okay, here's your numbers. If you put, 20% down, it'll come out. Don't worry. 20% down. This is your payment. And if you only put 10% down, this is your payment difference. The difference was $234.
Right.
Well, 31,000 divided by $234 is over 10 years.
Right.
So I'm like, you could get keep that money. It's just what if, because you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
You buy the place, all of a sudden you need a roof.
Right.
Where do you get that? You don't have the money.
Oh no.
Yeah, exactly. So don't always put all your money down. Have them do different scenarios for your buyers to see if that is what they really want to do.
Right.
I understand a lot of people go, I don't want mortgage insurance, so I'm going to put down. Well, his mortgage insurance was 0.21 of the loan amount, so it was like $56.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Not enough to really worry about.
No, it was, and I've seen them at 27, 46. It's if you have a good FICO score, they're going conventional anyway. There's no reason to have not have mortgage insurance and put all that money down when you might need it for something else
Right.
down the road.
Well, at $56, what's that?
And you're going to refinance
3 days
anyway.
worth of Starbucks for 2 people.
Yeah, but you're going to refinance down the road anyway and get rid of the
that.
mortgage insurance. So,
Yeah.
and it's not a big deal. You only have to, if you say that you have extra money and you apply it, you want to apply it to principal, and you can always do a recast if you don't want to refinance.
Yeah.
A recasting, it means that you give them, say, $30,000. They adjust the loan amount to the current term and then the current interest rate, and then the recast your actual payment. You can do that at any time, but we're going to refinance. I'm just saying.
Not a lot of people talk about the recast.
No, because they haven't needed to. They've always
Right.
wanted to refinance them into a really, really lower payment.
Right.
But if you have a 2.75 right now and you won't have extra money, you can apply that to the principal and then have it recasted for, it's like $180. This is conventional.
Yeah.
Can't do VA or FHA.
No.
So
yeah.
Anyway, what else you got going?
We're
Anything?
gonna do some drum. We're gonna get a drummer in here, don't we? Or are you gonna hit a button?
Oh, I have it over here. You like
That's
that?
not a drummer. Oh wow! Cheers. Oh, there it is. The rim shot.
Yeah.
Seemed like open houses were busy this weekend. I saw a lot being advertised through IG and Facebook. Oh yay!
I have it all here. Don't worry.
Yeah, get it all in your pink bathroom, John Hyatt. Anyway, Jason Pink thinks we're doing a good job. Who else thinks we're doing a good job?
I don't know.
Oh,
You've had-
Daniel Saldivar.
You've had a lot of people on your channel.
How much?
If it wasn't for you, we'd have nobody.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
It's just, I don't care what channel they're on as long as they're on a channel.
Yep.
Anything you got going this week that you know about before you come back on Wednesday?
No, I'm looking forward to breakfast with the brokers tomorrow. I hate it when they go off course. It's always supposed to be the first Tuesday. Thank you, Chuck. Good to see you. And you're getting close to what, 1 million rides on Peloton? You're a stud. When you always have
Million
the
rides
first
on
Tuesday,
Peloton.
the first
That's a lot of
Tuesday,
rides.
the first Tuesday you do something. Okay,
Right.
A meeting. Oh, but it's after a holiday, so we're going to change it to the next week. Don't do that. I keep telling them, they just keep ignoring me.
Yeah, well, of course. That's like next year with Rotary, right? We had Rotary the week, after New Year's.
Right.
Half the people are still gone. I'm like, why even have a meeting? Why don't we just do these 2 weeks dark? That's one less meeting I have to do.
That's a little self-serving, Ed.
Shocking.
Yeah. So, no, nothing else. I'm looking forward to talking to people coming back from their vacations and seeing what they're seeing in the market. I mean, I know what I see in the market. I know what Chuck sees in the market. He's in a different little area, but I think activity is going to increase and continue to increase. It's already increasing. So,
yeah, it's.
Hi, Brandy.
I see a difference the moment like I was saying last week, I was busier than I was in the last month.
Yeah, you
Right.
were like a one-arm paper hanger and a paper hanger.
Well, I have a ton of people still to get back to.
Right.
And I'm not bragging. It's just, if you're working, work.
Right.
Right.
What?
And yeah. Well, the other thing that messed me up was I was on radio so much and over those 2 weeks, filling in for other people just to make.
You're a star.
No, I do things that makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like getting into very cold water in the morning.
Which sounds like a great idea. I need to start doing that. Maybe I'll do it at night. I don't know if I'm going to.
You can't do it at night.
Why?
Because it'll keep you from sleeping.
No.
I'm telling you that is
Really?
this. Yes, because
That's
your
a
body's got to warm itself back up.
Okay.
Because the whole purpose of getting into an ice bath, and right now I'm using my pool, so I'm like, hey, you can use your pool year round. Because it's like 40. The other day was like 45. Today was 50, but it turned on the pump. So it circulates the water so that it keeps there. You can't build
So
that
you don't build that thermal there
around your body.
Yeah.
But you're all right. So you get out. You're not supposed to shower for 2 hours because you need your body to warm up by itself to help increase your metabolism.
Is it a good idea to go jump in the pool right after working out?
It depends on the workout. If you're trying to build muscle, you'd be fine because you're not trying to build muscle. You're just trying to get in shape, right? So if you bike or row or just more,
but if you're lifting,
but if you're lifting and you want to grow muscle, they say wait 4 hours before you do it. And this is Huberman Labs.
So what time do you get up and go into the pool?
I always get up at 5 a.m. Anyway, no matter what.
Yeah.
And if I don't, all of a sudden George is on the bed. What are you sleeping for? How come you're still in bed?
George is the dog, right?
Yeah. The little.
I thought I'd clarify that.
The little American bully. The other day, he's tried running to jump on it, and he
missed.
He didn't get that altitude right. Hit his chest on the thing.
Did you get it on video?
No, I wish I could.
Yeah,
I should have been like the whole time because it's going to be March will be his 1 year anniversary with us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is he a rescue?
Yes. Oh, well, I found him on the trail.
Right.
He was tied up to exercise equipment back in March, and that was at 8:30 at night, and it was like 45 degrees out or something like that. And I came out on my walk that way. It seems like every year at this time I start walking again to lose all the weight I gained.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Is this your dog?" I'm like, "No," because I wouldn't tie my dog to exercise equipment out in the middle of nowhere and keep walking. And so I was like, I was an ass. Kept going. I'm like, please be gone when I get back. Someone please pick. I come back and he's still there.
Still there.
Another older couple's got food and water for him. I'm like, anybody check? No, we called animal control, but they haven't come up. I go, dude, it's 8:30 at night. They're not coming.
Yeah.
They're not going to come tonight.
They might come tomorrow.
I said, give him here. I'll take him home, put him on Facebook, see if we can find his home. Found out no chip.
Nothing.
He had balls and no chip. So of course he's not going to be in anybody's system. And so we went through the process and then after 2 weeks, he's your dog. And so, great. The best. And the one thing about it, once got him on a Friday, that was Friday night. And by Monday, he'd already come out of his shell and he was just a totally different dog.
Hey, cool dog.
And I was like, we are not going to give him to the pound to put in it and then freak him out some more.
No.
So we, went through that process and we held on to him and then he stayed.
Happy family.
Yeah. So, his balls didn't stay, but he stayed.
These have to go.
Yeah.
We don't call those corrected or fixed because they were never broken. We just call them altered.
Yeah. Well, it's not like what we used to do to steers.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Jesus. They actually remove them. All right. I guess we get to get going.
Is that a Robert?
Yeah, probably.
Good. Okay. Make it a great week. It's going to be busy. We'll have some more stuff to talk about on Wednesday.
That's right. And if you guys know a great restaurant or anybody needs help with their food that's really good, let us know. We'll do a little.
We'll be happy to go check it out.
Yeah, and then we'll have a little segment and we'll put it on all of our social media.
Perfect.
I haven't been using mine. I don't want to brag, but Instagram I have about I used to have 30,000, but I pissed some people off. Now I have about 27, almost 28,000.
I think I have 2 or 3.
That's okay. It just takes time.
All right,
being
guys.
On there.
Have a great day.
All right,
Charity.
Yeah, and thanks for everything. We really appreciate all of you.
Yes.
And we really appreciate it if you check out our radio show on Saturday also. All right, make it a great day.
See you Wednesday. Make it a great day.